Go ahead and keep the lights on. I see you sweat, just keep the lights on. Yeah, hands up like black and white's con. Go ahead and clap your hands like you trying to fight son. Go ahead.
We come to you north of the border from Toronto, Ontario. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, the Raptors are Canada's team. Only fitting. Toronto's the fourth largest city in North America.
Ed, all that sounds great, but I'll tell you what, I love everything about T-Dot. The food, the music, the culture, the people, the energy of the city. It's off the charts. Every NBA player wants to come through the six.
No one really cares if it's cold because inside these walls, it's always revved up. The Los Angeles Clippers control the tip. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
No, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
Lowry to Danny Green. Lowry, his first effort, off the mark. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Leonard gets it in the right corner. Going along, beyond the arc, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Patrick Beverly lays it in.
You see, Ed, skill levels at this game are at an all-time high. Inside-out threats are tough. You got to make it hard for him to actually catch the ball in those higher percentage areas.
He made his first effort, but not that time. To Gasol. Oh, he had him there for a second. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Clippers have the basketball to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander, keep an eye on this guy. Slams it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Pulls up for two.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
Marc Gasol with a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
From long range, he was all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw, good. Three-point play, and we're tied up at 10. And they call it.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Leonard can't go down. Smothering defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Gasol. Swings it. Danny Green. Here's a chance from long range, and he buries it. Jay, the system produces once again.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
To Beverly. LA with 4 to shoot. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. For the Raptors right now, it's twofold. Not just winning with Kawhi, but trying to keep Kawhi.
I think Toronto has to look at this as a one-year lease. You have to get as much out of Kawhi as you can. The goal is to win a championship, and the goal is to win one now.
To Gilgeous-Alexander. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okey-doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Lets it fly from long range. Long Island zone. Danny Green with the 3.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Cashes in for 2.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
LA Clippers with the basketball. And finishes strong. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Raptors come away with it.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Leonard. His first quarter struggles from deep continue. It's no good. Knocked loose. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Leonard. He is yet to hit one tonight. No good.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Hat-trick Beverly. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
At long last, he couldn't buy a 3 to start this game, but he finally gets one to go down.
And you see, Ed, when he shot that one, he wasn't hoping for the ball to go in. He knew the ball was going in. That was the difference.
Serge Ibaka sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Ibaka. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries the trifecta.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Lynn. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Beverly into the front court. Leads a bucket. Leonard. Jeremy Lin missed his first. That one goes.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Knocked loose. Taken by the Raptors. Lin. Count the bucket for 2.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Nice pass to get things going.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Gilgeous-Alexander. It goes down.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Lynn with it. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. Fires the 3. Advantage to the D. Won't go for McCall. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Oh, a whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2. First foul in the last 2 minutes.
Knocked loose. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Patrick Beverley. Lays it up and in. Long key from 3/4 court. That's it for the first quarter. This game is all tied up. A good start to this one. All tied up as we start the second. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Lowry. Another chance. Ibaka. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Williams across the timeline. He'll run the offense. Lou Williams. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Leonard. He engulfed him that time. Beverley into the front court. 2-point advantage. For 3. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Takes it coast to coast, and the strong finish at the rim.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Knocked loose. Beverley into the front court. We're a minute into the second quarter. And a throwdown.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Stuffs it down with authority.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Short jumper won't go down. 4-3. And he buries it.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
To Beverley. Free throws coming up.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Patrick Beverley, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 76% from the line. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. McCall to Lowry. Going to launch beyond the arc. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Lowry hits the trifecta.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Have a look for yourself at the display on section 121 and place your bid. Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
Serge Ibaka sends it away. That's his third block this evening.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Lowry into the front court. His team on top by 8. Ibaka. Always tough against this guy. Serge Ibaka. Good closeout. Still hits.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Great feed. Sets it up. And draws the foul.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2.
Subbing in for the Los Angeles Clippers, number 20.
Leonard to Gasol. Lowry. And it's Gallinari there for the rebound. Deep left corner. Williams. Wide open look. Won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
Gasol knocks it down and the foul. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
The most important part for the offensive player is to create space. If you can create space, you can find your rhythm, and that's what we saw.
Marc Gasol with a chance at a 4-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. Missed it at the line. To Beverly. Marc Gasol. Huge block. Fourth this contest.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the...
Flushes down the slam. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between two players. We call that an eyesight contract. Because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
From the outside, no good.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
To Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets a look. Can't hit.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
There's no stopping that. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
And the basket good at the rim.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Leonard gets it in the left corner. Has a look. Lowry with a shot that's no good.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down. Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Got it.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Fred VanVleet to Ibaka. From long range, Ibaka bothered just enough on that one. It's LA Clippers ball. Won't go down.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
To Beverly. Short jumper, won't fall. To VanVleet. Here's a chance from long range, off the mark, and a putback slam.
I'm laughing because when you look at Marc Gasol, he's not the fastest big guy in the game. He's not the smoothest, nor is he the best shooter. But you know what he is? He's prepared and he's experienced. That's why he can get you 17 to 18 to 19 points per night or more, and you get a tough low post presence.
The assist from number 9, Serge Ibaka.
Clippers have the basketball. Serge Ibaka snatching it out of the air. Ooh, 5 now.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Throws it up. Beverly into the front court. Down a bundle. Hat-trick Beverly. 4 out of 10.
Strong finish. That's what you need regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Lets it fly from long range. Fred VanVleet locked in on that one.
You live by the 3, you die by the 3. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Beverly. Serge Ibaka able to recover with the block.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Beverly to Williams. Trying to cash in. Lou Williams. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
Beverly to Williams. Beyond the arc for 3. And Lou Williams, quick catch and shoot there for 3.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Fred VanVleet to Danny Green. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Shot by Anunoby, no good. Deep 3 at the buzzer. It's good. And it gets them closer as we reach the end of the first half. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Raptors have the advantage on the scoreboard at halftime. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Toronto Raptors. The Clippers are in need of some changes at the half.
Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments.
Have a look at the leading scores for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Game track. Defense.
The Toronto Raptors are exhibiting some great defense. They're refusing to let shooters get comfortable and showing great anticipation.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Lowry with it. His guys holding the big lead. Short jumper off the mark.
Cultures have communication. Great cultures have teammates that are willing to push you to limits that maybe you didn't even see that you had. But right now, there's no leader on this team. Everybody's just going their separate ways.
Ball's controlled by Lowry. Has a chance. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
To Ibaka. Clippers have it. To Williams. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Off the assist.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Fires the three, shakes free, and hits.
Today's league just throws that old-school stuff out of the window. Why have twos when you can shoot threes, even on... Guys spread out towards the three-point line instead of laying the ball easy at the rim.
Doc Rivers will play the matchup. He wants some new guys on the floor. Lowry missed it. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, smothering D.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious, but don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Oh, they call the foul.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Leonard knocked loose. He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. To Beverly. For three, this guy's tough. Patrick Beverly, hand in his face, still drills it.
Well, easy difference there. In the first half, the offense allowed the defense to settle into their half-court sets defensively, and that's why the shots were all contested. But now, since they picked up the pace of the game, they're getting a lot more action out of transition threes.
Well done, Kyle Lowry. Now 3 for 9.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Patrick Beverly, he thrives in situations like these.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
4-3. It's rebounded by Gasol. Has a look. Add 2 points to the board.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
To Beverly. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
One of the most understated things a player can do for himself after having a poor first-half performance, spending some time alone and saying positive words of affirmation. I like that you did that. Now you're on your way.
Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
I love when I see smaller players finish in the paint amongst the trees. But if you're big on the other side, you can't let that happen so easy.
Turns and slams it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Hits the three-pointer.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
LA Clippers with the basketball. From long range, and he buries it.
Oh, okay. I don't see any more phantom screens like I did in the first half. I actually see people being hit, which opens up three-point shooters to operate off those screens. It's all coming together.
And the defender over-pursues, and he's called for it.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Substitution being made in this one. Knocked loose. Ball's loose. Look at him on the deck. Williams. That's how you defend. Rises for the slam.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
To Williams. Here's a chance from long range. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Williams. Lets it fly from long range, and Lou Williams buries the three with a hand in his face.
This game comes down to micro adjustments. Either mismatches, ball screens, slipping action on those ball screens, quick fades to threes. It just seems like you're actually finding your rhythm offensively.
Knocked loose. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Beyond the arc for three. He has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
And a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Time for some new personnel into the game.
For the Los Angeles Clippers.
And Jay, they call the foul.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Misses the first. No good. Missed them both. From the outside, no good.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
And scores.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Williams. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter. Next time, he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
Williams. He'll get it down low to Harold. Slam dunk. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first three quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
It's LA Clippers ball to Williams. Easy path to the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Williams. And count the basket.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Beverly into the front court. His guys down 3. Fires the 3. Not easy.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Toronto has the basketball to Danny Green. Leonard. How you practice leads to that. Nice. Pump fake.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Beverly into the front court. His group now down 2. Oh, he had him there for a second. Goes to the left side. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
And don't you dare think about the fourth quarter yet. The only quarter that matters is the one you're playing in right now. Finish strong.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. And this one's all tied up. The Clippers with the basketball. We begin the fourth quarter, and this game's been everything we could have hoped for. All tied up after 3.
This is what happens when you have winners on both sides. People who are not willing to give up and will continue to scrape and claw to get themselves in a position to win this ball game.
Here we go. I got him. I got ball. I got ball. I got ball. I'm here.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Beverly into the front court. All even here in the fourth. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys. Guys, watch those. Nice extra move there.
Toronto with the basketball. And a nice finish at the rim.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Beverly into the front court. All tied up, just underway in this fourth quarter. Runner's good there.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Leonard. Clippers have got it.
Don't play scared now. Let's push the ball. Let's get this lead up.
Williams. Pascal Siakam to Van Vliet. Lynn fires the three, and he hits.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Tough move in close quarters with the crossover. Nice finish at the rim.
Ooh, that's clutch. Good patience waiting for the defender to flinch.
Lynn to Leonard. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. For three, cleaning the offensive glass. Leonard. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Williams' shot won't go. 4-3. Not that time. He misses. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Lynn to Ibaka. Goes to the right side. Going to launch beyond the arc. He's been dialed. In from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Driving right to the basket. Williams off the assist.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. Time to shuffle things up. Beverly sets him up. Tough-looking shot there. Still. Gets it to go down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
And he finishes at the rim.
This is not the time to have a mental lapse.
Beverly into the front court. Our score all even here in the fourth quarter. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen coming. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Beverly into the front court. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. Knocked loose. Raptors come away with it.
Tie ball game. Make this possession count.
From long range. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Williams into the front court. Looking to make something happen. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Ball's tied up. We'll get a jump ball. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Los Angeles, number 8, Danilo Gallinari. Entering the game for the Toronto Raptors, number 43.
Lowry knocks it down.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor. Once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Williams cleans it up to Williams. Knocked loose. Taken by the Raptors. Clippers have it. Williams steps out and hits.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Leonard to Lowry. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Kyle Lowry has got 2 shots coming. He struggled so far. And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. Beverly into the front court. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Pascal Siakam with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Montrezl Harrell trying to cash in on a 3-point play. Numbers not in his favor. 61% for his career. Off the mark at the line. Lowry, great feed. Stuffs it down with authority.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
And hits the first free throw. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. It's the Raptors with the basketball. Knocked loose. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Patrick Beverly. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Leonard buries it on the catch and shoot.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense. You can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
To Williams. Look at the fight for that ball. We'll get a jump. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Here's a chance from long range. It's been a good night from beyond the arc. He's 5 of 6 from deep.
It's called room and rhythm, Ed. If you don't crowd him defensively, you allow him to have room, he will find that rhythm from behind the arc.
Little R&R has never hurt anybody, Jay. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Timeout called here by the Clippers. But this game's in the balance, and time is of the essence. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Beverly. Now that's a contest.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
And now an intentional foul, so they'll send him to the line. 2 free throws here means it's a 3-possession game.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
Off the mark. Oh for 2 at the line. To Beverly. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Beverly. Message received. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
He gets it. Coach is going to shift gears in a just his matchups. Up 5 seconds. It's the Raptors. Lays it up and in at the buzzer. Worked his way free, and he's won the game in the final second.